Hi guys, let's start the remaining part of exercise 1B. So exercise 1B, this is video number 2. Before we start, let's just quickly revise. We've talked about GST interstate, which will not be counted, which is will not come in your exam this year. This is IGST, it's known as IGST, which is integrated GST, and intrastate, which means within a state. There are two components to it, CGST and SGST. Both the components are equal, half of the total. Now, all questions you will need to give a separate amount for CGST, separate amount of SGST, and then you can show the total GST. Perfect. And then we talked about net GST payable for a dealer is equal to output GST minus input GST. Perfect. Output GST is calculated at SP and this is calculated at CP. These are the things that we've done till now. Now let's look at a next question. The next question that we do is question number 7. So let's look at question number 7. Question 7 says, consultancy services worth 50,000 are transferred from Delhi to Calcutta. So this is Delhi to Calcutta. This is inter, which means we are talking about IGST. In this year, you will not have a question like this, but the same question can be converted into an intra as well. So if it is intra, you will have to break it up into CGST and SGST. Perfect. 50,000. So SP at Delhi is rupees 50,000. The CP at Calcutta is again rupees 50,000. Perfect. At the rate of GST is 18%. So the GST is 18%. And then from Calcutta to Nainital, this is being sold in Nainital. Again, a interstate, which means IGST, but again, this could have been within the state, which is intra, and I would break up my GST into two components, CGST and SGST. With profit of rupees 20,000. So profit here is rupees 20,000. So the SP here is rupees 70,000. Oh, last question also the SP was 70. Oh, okay. That's a lot of profit. 40% profit is a lot of profit. Okay. At the same GST. So here also the GST is at 18%. Perfect. Find the output tax at Delhi. So output tax at Delhi. So output tax at Delhi, like I said, it is calculated at the selling price. Output is calculated at selling price. So this is 18% of my selling price, which is 50,000. So it will be 0 and 0. That's 50. 18 into 50, that's 90 with 2 zeros. So output tax at Delhi is rupees 9,000. Output tax at Calcutta. Okay, so output tax at Calcutta is again calculated at SP. So it is 18 upon 100 into 70,000. 0000. That's 18 into 7, 70, 56, that's 126, 126 with 2 zeros. So that's rupees 12,600. And Nainital, consider the dealer at Nainital is the end user. So he's the end user. For him, CP is equal to rupees 70,000 plus the tax that he pays. Right? So is he selling this product? No, he's the end user, which means if I have to calculate output tax, is there a SP? No, so the output tax is 0. Perfect. Now let's take a couple of more minutes And let's calculate input tax as well to understand such question. The input tax not asked, but let's understand. So input tax for him will be calculated at the cost price, which is 18 upon 100 into 70,000. We've already calculated this. Note that input tax for him is the output tax for the previous person in the chain. Input tax for Nainital is the output tax for the person in Calcutta. We've already calculated this. This is rupees 12,600. Perfect. What is the input tax for him? Let's calculate. So input tax at Calcutta, it will be equal to 18% of his cost price, which is 50,000. Again, we've already done this calculation here. Notice that the input tax for him is the output tax for the person in the chain behind him, before him rather, not behind, before him. So whoever sells it to him, the output tax for him is equal to input tax for the next guy. So in this case, it's rupees 9,000. Let's calculate the input tax for the person at Delhi. So, do we know his CP? No. Do we know the CP? No. So can we calculate the input tax at Delhi? 18 upon 100 into CP. Since this is not known, we can't be calculated, or let's say less information available. Now complete info not available. So we cannot calculate it for now. This is not a part of the question. I just wanted you to understand one question from all three people's perspective. So let's move on. The next question that we do is question number 8. We'll put a small star there. Slightly interesting question, but let's move on. Nothing great. For dealer A, the list price of an article is rupees 9,000. So list price is equal to rupees 9,000. Perfect. Which he sells to dealer B. He sells it to dealer B at a lower price. So his SP we don't know. And the CP, the SP for A is the CP for B, we don't know. Perfect. Let's see the next line. B sells the same article to a customer at its list price. So he sells it to a customer, C, customer at the list price. The selling price is equal to list price, which is equal to rupees 9,000. So the selling price is equal to rupees 9,000. If the rate of GST is 18%, so GST at the rate of 18%. And dealer B paid a tax under GST equal to 324 to the government. So net GST paid by B is equal to rupees 324. GST paid by B to government. What basically this means is that dealer B is paying only the net GST to the government. He's paid the input GST to A. A would have to pay the GST to government. B would pay only the net GST to the government. So net GST paid by B is equal to 324. Find the amount including GST paid by dealer B. So we need to calculate CP including tax. That's what we need to calculate. So let's look at this. We know net GST is equal to output GST minus input GST. That's a simple calculation that we know. That's a formula. So net GST for B, this is we're looking at from B's perspective. So net GST is 324. Output GST is 18% of selling price, which is 9,000, minus input GST, which is 18% of cost price, which we don't know. So let's say let CP excluding tax for B equal to rupees X. So let's this be X. Okay, let this be X. So let's see what can be done. 0000. Okay, and then I have 324 is equal to 18 into 90. That's 90, 72, that's 162. So that's 1620 minus 18x upon 100. Okay, which means there's a simple equation. So 18x upon 100 is equal to 1620 minus 324, which means 18x upon 100 is equal to 1620324. 10 minus 4 6, 11 minus 2 9, 5 minus 3 2, 1296. Therefore, x is equal to 1296 into 100 upon 18. 6 into 3, 6, 2, 1, 36. 6, 3, 1, 7, 2. Therefore, x is equal to rupees 7,200. So, therefore, CP for B excluding tax is equal to rupees 7,200. Let's see what the question wants me to calculate. Question says find the amount inclusive of GST paid by dealer. Okay, so let's calculate GST paid by dealer B. Okay, so therefore GST for B will be 18% of the cost price, which is 7200. That's 18 into 72. Okay, that's a lot of calculation. Let's say 8 to the 16, 56 and 57, 2 and 7. So 6, 9, 12. So it's rupees 1296. Therefore, CP for B including GST will be equal to 7200 plus 1296. That's rupees 8496. Done. Let's move on to the next question. The next question that we solve is question number 10. Let's look at question number 10. Question 10 says A is a manufacturer of TV sets in Delhi. He manufactures a particular brand of TV set and marks it at 75,000. So A is in Delhi and the marked price is rupees 75,000. Perfect. He sells this TV to a wholesaler B in Punjab. Okay, so this is wholesaler B in Punjab. So we are looking at interstate, which means we're talking about IGST. I repeat, if this would have been intra, I would just convert this into CGST and SGST. Nothing but just a tax, half of it is CGST, half of which is SGST. Perfect. He sells it to wholesaler B at a discount of 30%. So what is the discount? Discount is 30%. So what would have been the selling price? Selling price would have been 70% of the marked price. So 70 by 100 into 75,000, which is 75 into 7. That's 49, 35, 525. So rupees 52,500. So the CP for B would have been rupees 52,500. Perfect. Let's read the next part of the question. It says at a discount of 30%, the wholesaler B raised the mark price bought by 30%. Oh, so his selling price is 30% more than marked price. Please read the question. It is 30% more than the marked price. So he's selling it over and above the marked price. And who is he selling it to? He is selling it to dealer C in Delhi. Okay. So he is selling it to dealer C in Delhi This is again interstate. Repeat, doesn't matter whether it's inter or intra. You just need to calculate the GST at the given percentage, basically a percentage question. And then had it been intra, you would just convert it into CGST and SGST. Perfect. So, and then sends it to dealer C in Delhi. GST rate is at 5%. GST at 5%. Find tax under GST paid by wholesaler B to the government. So let's first calculate the SP. So SP is equal to more than MP, which means 75,000 plus 30% more, which is 30 by 100 into 75,000 double zero. So that's 75,000 plus 210, 225. 225 with two zeros. So this is 97,500. Oh, this guy had a bumper profit. He bought it at 52, selling it at 97. Wow, that's a lot of money this guy is making. Maybe I should get into this kind of business. Chalo, let's move on. So this is the SP for him. This would have been the CP for him, which is 97,500. This is without tax. So we need to calculate tax paid by wholesaler B to the government, which means net tax paid by B. This will be equal to output GST for B minus input GST for B. Perfect. Let's calculate output GST. Output is calculated at selling price and the tax rate is 5%. So 5 by 100 into selling price, that's 97,500, minus input is 5 by 100 into cost price, which was 52,500. Double zero goes, double zero goes, double zero goes, double zero goes. So I have 5 into 9 times 5 into 975 minus 5 into 525. So let's take something common. This is 5 times 975 minus 525. This is 5 times, that's 450. 950. Perfect. So that's rupees 2,250. Yes, rupees 2,250. That's the net GST paid by B to the government. Now, in case there were two components to it, then I would convert this into CGST and SGST, which will be 1125, 1125. In this case, in this question, since this is interstate, this is not valid. But I repeat, this year you will have only questions on intrastate in your ICSE exam. And let's move on to the last question in this exercise, question number 11. Question 11 says, for a trader, marked price of a refrigerator, so marked price is equal to rupees 15,680. This is excluding tax, so excluding GST. This is trader. Perfect. Gagan, a customer for this refrigerator, asked the trader to reduce the price. So he is selling it to Gagan, who's a customer. He wants it to sell it at a reduced price, and he should reduce it to such an extent that the reduced price plus GST is equal to the marked price. Oh, so what he wants is a reduced price plus GST is equal to marked price. That's a simple equation. Let the reduced price be rupees X. So in this equation, if I put X plus GST, how much is the GST rate? GST at the rate of 12%. So 12% of the reduced price should be equal to marked price, which is 15,680. So this is, if I take the LCM, this is 100x plus 12, that's 112x upon 100 is equal to 15,680, which means x is equal to 15,680 into 100 upon 112. Divisible by 4? Yes, divisible by 4. Perfect. 4 2s are 8, 32, 4 8. This is 4 3s are 12, 36, 4 9s are 36, 2 0. Divisible by 7, 30. Perfect. Divisible by 7. 7 into 4, 7 5s are 35, 42, 560, 4 1, 4 1, 4. So this is equal to rupees 14 with 3 zeros, that's rupees 14,000. Therefore, a reduced price is equal to rupees 14,000. Like I've shared earlier, it's a good habit to figure out what's written in the question, read the question one more time, find the required reduction. Also, they don't want the reduced price, they want to know the reduction. Therefore, reduction is equal to marked price minus reduced price. So how much is he reducing it by? Right? So he's reducing the price by 15,680 minus rupees 14,000, which is equal to rupees 1,680. Therefore, reduction is equal to rupees 1,680. Right, that brings me to an end of this chapter. Let's look at the homework question. There's only one question that I did not solve, which was question number 9. My suggestion, solve these questions on your own as well. Take care, be safe, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.